Hello and welcome back. This view, I'm not in jail, promise. Although it looks like it, it's very sterile. I am back downstairs. We had the air checked out from the flood. I don't know if you're new here. We had a huge flood that flooded our entire basement. It's been like 3 months almost that I haven't been able to be down here. So it's like a storage disaster happening. But they came to check the air quality and it's looking good. So I'm able to film down here just for this week, and then hopefully I can continue. We'll have the couch back here. It'll look normal again. For those of you watching on YouTube, for the rest of you that are listening on the podcast, you're like, what is she talking about? It doesn't matter. Okay, I asked you what you wanted to hear, what you wanted to learn about, what you want to talk about this week on the YouTube and the podcast. And an overwhelming amount of you wanted to do a case study that is talking about one of my clients from Single Mom Mindset, which is a program, as you know, for women that are considering becoming a single mom by choice. That is having a baby on your own as a single woman with a plan, okay? It's something that I did to have my son Leo, and honestly, best decision of my life. And yeah, there's been so many wonderful women inside of the program. There's tons of new faces inside the program, which is amazing and exciting. I launched that program 2 years ago now. 2 years ago in 2 months or a month, I forget now. But yeah, so there's been lots of women that have come into the program. There are women that have babies now that were coming in unsure and are now have done it on their own. There's also women that did the program and decided that, you know what, it really wasn't for them, but they were still empowered and still they were encouraged. But they ultimately decided that, you know what, it wasn't the right path for them right now, which is also incredible. I mean, so much of the early parts of this journey is trying to decide if it's the right call, and then battling like the internal battle and the should I wait, and what if I find my person, and do I want to find a person, and what if I do it this way and it's not the right way and it feels wrong or I regret it. Like, there's so much of that, and every single mom by choice on the planet can relate to that. So, and I think the only thing really that divvies us up are the ones that just kind of did it kind of scared anyways, and at the end of it we're happy that we did, you know what I mean? So yeah, I want to get into it. Names and key things are going to be changed as always. I think that it's just important to respect people's privacy, and yeah, that way I can just share openly and give you an idea. But again, names and important information that would be telling who this person is will always be changed, okay? So I'm gonna give you just a quick rundown here. Okay, her name is Sara. She's 35 and she had a thriving career. She's in marketing. She's been working in marketing for 10 years. Loved it, loved her job, always wanted to have kids, but hadn't found the right partner. And as she approached her mid-30s, the pressure to make the decision about motherhood grew stronger. But so did her fears about doing it alone. Now listen, again, most of us have been there, and most of us have to deal with the, time is ticking, what if time runs out, but I don't want to do it on my own. And there's all the things that come with doing it on your own. Again, the social norms and the rules that have been just deeply rooted into us, right? That it's you need to do it this way or it's the wrong way. Or thinking maybe the people around you are gonna shun you, or are people really gonna support me in this? Or am I really gonna be alone, that no one is gonna help me? How am I gonna do this? Again, there's a lot to think about, but there's also, it doesn't help, right? That there's the added pressure of time is ticking, and I only have a certain amount of time that I could do this. And if I don't meet that Mr. Right in time, I'm completely eliminating the idea of me having kids of my own, and I don't want that, and yada yada, right? It's an endless cycle. We've been there. You already know, I would imagine, unless you're brand new here, hi. But yeah, I wrestled with the idea for years. I was thinking about having a second child as a single mom by choice when Riley was, I want to say 2, 3. And I had Leo when she was 6.5. That clearly paints that picture that I went back and forth. I bought vials. I would go do all the testing, and I just wouldn't go through with it because I would talk myself out of it. And it's what if it's not the right idea? And again, what if I meet Mr. Man and, maybe he's not going to support me, which I've come to realize and learn along the way. If he's the kind of man that's not going to support me and my decisions. She's not the person for me, obviously. But yeah, these are all things that are inside of the program. We tackle these things. We work through these things because, again, we've all been there. Every single mom by choice that you encounter, whether online, in real life, someone who's considering it, we're all on the same journey. We're all in very similar ways, at least, that we're all wrestling these same ideas, okay? So yeah, she struggled with the fear of being judged by her family and friends who were pretty reserved. Hold on, sorry. Yeah, she also felt overwhelmed by financial insecurities or uncertainties, sorry. How could she afford everything on her own? And then she worried if she'd be able to balance her very demanding career that she loved. She didn't want to be giving up a career, and being a mom. So she was feeling stuck, she was feeling unsure, and it's a big freaking choice to have a baby, let alone on your own, okay? And plan to do it that way. But again, like I already said, it's a big choice for all of us, and we work through all those things inside of the program and help you decipher what is like a regular fear, like becoming a mom. Again, I had my first with a partner, with a plan, with a job, with all the things, okay? Everything was aligned as well as it could be at the time, and I was still terrified. When I peed on that stick and was like, oh, you're pregnant, it was like, what? Hold the phone. Hold on. What do you mean? This is a permanent thing. What the fuck? And it's scary, okay? Because now you have a child that you have to consider and take care of and, grow up on your own too, You learn so much when you're a mom. And yeah, I was freaking terrified. Anyone is. Again, anyone who is becoming a mom, is pregnant, is whatever, adopting, whatever it is, okay? With a partner or not, they're scared, excited, elated, feeling all the love. Maybe you're nauseous AF, I don't know. But ultimately, we all feel those nerves. It's normal, it's healthy. It's a big thing happening. So if you didn't feel nervousness at all, if you weren't like, doubting yourself a little bit, I would think that that's crazy. And again, not to judge anybody, but do you get what I mean? Like that would be more abnormal or more worrisome if you weren't worried or nervous or scared or doubting yourself, because we all do, okay? Again, with or without a partner. So yeah, she, when she found my program, Single Mom Mindset, she was drawn to it because she knew she needed a major mindset shift to work on all the doubts that she was having. She wanted to feel empowered, not scared, and she wanted to be able to trust in her ability to build a life that she wanted as a single mom. She didn't want to stay trapped in indecision any longer. Now, huge, right? Because again, we can be in indecision and sit in the what ifs and the can I's and the writing lists, the pros and cons and the planning and the all these things forever if we want to. But again, with fertility, we have a certain window. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I've probably said it 10 times, but I'll say it one more time again too. That, okay, the age in which a woman can conceive is much larger than people once realized. Okay, we're learning this with fertility, that women do have a little bit of a larger window than we thought. However, every woman is different. The way my fertility is going, the way my ability to carry a baby healthily, it's been a day. Like my ability to do so is going to be different than yours and Sandrine's and Amelia, and you know what I mean? Like we're all going to, everybody's different. Every woman's different. Everybody's body's different. Okay. Our health is different, whatever. Our lifestyles are different. All these things come into play. So I like to say that we have a huge window, okay, or we have a window, but it's always going to be varying. So that's one thing also inside of Single Mom Mindset, that I can't tell you what your window looks like. I can give you a rough idea, which we do, but ultimately you do have to go to your clinic. You do have to get the testing done to be able to see what you're looking at, because everybody's different. So, but yes, it's, we can do the indecision thing and I'm like, I don't know, yes, and then no, and then yes, and then no for years and years and years, sure. But at the end of it, you might miss your chance, you know? So there's also another thing that I teach with a lot of my one-on-one clients also, is that if you go, let's say you meet with your fertility doctor, you get all the tests, you get the blood work, the urine tests, the ovarian reserve, all these things, okay? You get all the testing done. you still don't, like, that's not a choice. Like, you're making steps towards this choice, okay? But if you could get all the testing done like I did twice, okay? And then be like, pump the brakes. I'm not ready. I'm overwhelmed. I'm rethinking this. Your fertility doctor is not going to come pin you to the table. I mean, in Montreal anyways, okay? Like, it's just the way things are done here, in most places, obviously. But you're the one in control, and you should feel that way when it comes to your journey, journey as a single mom by choice, and whatever it is. You are the one that gets to call the shots. And if at any time you're like, hey, woo, this is moving too quickly, or if the fertility doctor's like, okay, well, we have samples on file, we're directly affiliated with this donor bank and blah, blah, blah. Like, come on in, this is fantastic. Let's get her done tomorrow. You're ovulating, or whatever it is. You're allowed to be like, woo, lady, or sir, I need a minute. This is moving too quickly. And again, you're a human, you're in control. This is your journey. This is your life. You get to be like, we're pausing. I'll do it next cycle, or 10 cycles from now, whatever. Okay. It's never going to the clinic means that you're doing it tomorrow. Okay. When you go in, or if you do an at-home insemination, but if you go into the clinic when you're ovulating, ready to do the IUI, until they've gone and inserted it, okay, you still can pull the plug. Okay, I just want people to realize, because I think a lot of times so many clients will say like, I'm so like, but what if, but like, what if they, I'm so scared, and but again, I want you to remember, until you're laying there in the things, okay, and they are ready to insert, you can pull the plug at any time. Okay, and I want you to just remember that and use that as something that's empowering. You're in control. This is your life. This is your journey. You get to decide. I conceived Leo on Christmas Day of 2020. The pandemic was insanity, crazy. The world was like, what is happening? And my whole life really kind of flipped upside down, and all the things were happening with my work, and Riley being home from school, and like all the uncertainties. And my brother has he's missing half of a lung because when he was born, anyways, whatever, lots of stuff. But we were scared for him because of everything that was going on, and it attacks your lungs, and oh my God, and all this insanity, okay? And then I conceived Christmas Day, again, with all the uncertainty going on in the world, and it was the most beautiful thing ever. But I also didn't put any pressure on it. It was like, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. I'm rolling with the punches. Life is already crazy. If it happens, it happens. But I had gotten to a place of like empowerment and joy about it. But not to say, when I peed on the stick, I still went, no. Oh my God, when I was. And it was like, oh shit. And I was super excited and super nervous and like, oh my God. And then, you roll with it, and it happened, and now he's 3, and it's like, what? Like, I was terrified for nothing, much like every other woman that's inside of single mom mindset, or that did single mom mindset, that completed the program, and is now a mom or is pregnant and all the things. We're all like, yeah, same girl, same. So you're no different, okay? So yes, through the program, she learned mindset strategies that helped her break through limiting beliefs, realized that much of her fear was from external pressures and subconscious beliefs that are passed on to us, things that we hear when we're growing up, and in the media, from our families, and things and whatever that we choose to believe as like their truths when they're not. Sorry. It's all I jotted down is like things that she said to me, so hold on. Sorry. But external pressures, not her true desires. Then we did through she worked through the visualization exercises, affirmations, financial empowerment strategies, and it all gave her confidence to see herself thriving as a mom and in her career, and not having to choose one or the other. She also addressed her fears about finances. She gained clarity on how to manage her money in a way better way, and she felt so much more secure and so much more empowered in like her regular day-to-day life. So again, all those things are inside the program. These are important things also, and things that most of us are dealing with as well. she was so amazing. She would message me all the time, like, oh my God, I'm like sobbing and thank you so much for this and that and blah, blah, blah. And just, I never thought of it that way. And how'd you come to think of things that way? And it's been through living it, truly living it, connecting with so many incredible people inside this community, other choice moms, donor conceived adults, people that, just share their stories as choice moms, other, single moms by choice who were older, who had their children many years ago. So it was even more taboo. And like the fact that they were like, I'm doing this. Like if you're watching on the pod, excuse my fingers here, the rude fingers. But yeah, they were just like, you know what, F that. And I'm here for that. Like I'm so inspired by women just in general, not only choice moms, mothers, just women. Okay, I don't really care what your title is, but just in doing whatever they want, truly, with no harm to anybody else, but just following their heart and being so unapologetic about it. I have always been drawn to women that are like that, or like admired them and been like so inspired and encouraged by them, because again, F that. We live one time. Like, why are we living for other people all the time? Like if you're called to motherhood and you don't want to marry him because he kind of sucks, okay? Or you're dating this guy for a month and a year is what I meant to say, sorry. And he's not ready to commit and you're like, he's kind of wishy-washy. Bye, sir, bye. My time is precious. I am valuable and I value myself and my time and my one precious life. I ain't got time for that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to make it work. I don't want to make it work with someone who's flaky or someone who doesn't know what they want and he's 40 something years old. Like, bro, no thanks. And imagine parenting with this person if you try to make it work. Ugh, don't even get me started. Okay. I like to ramble a little bit. I'm sorry. Okay. So within weeks, Sara went from feeling stuck, scared, to feeling confident and embracing her decision to become a single mom by choice. She stopped seeking outside validation and she started trusting her own instincts. Mwah, chef's kiss. She had a clear plan for her finances. She felt more capable of balancing her work life with her motherhood. And most importantly, she felt empowered and excited about her future, knowing that she was making an incredible decision for herself. Yeah, that's what we're here for. Just helping you get from point A of like, can I do this? I'm scared, I'm overwhelmed, blah, 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 all the things, to getting to a point where you're like, I've got this, I'm amazing, look at me, I can do this, hey, I can do the hard things. And even if it gets tough, I have a community to rely on. I have these people, I've set up kind of, I've met some girlfriends in the area, or I've connected with other single moms in my area in real life, not only online, whatever it is. I talked to my best friend and she ended up being amazing. The cat is pulling on the cord here, sorry. I think we talk ourselves out of things because we're just so scared and we're so used to things being a certain way, or we assume things are going to be a certain way when it really couldn't be further from the truth, and we kind of sabotage ourselves. So yeah, he's distracting me at the same time, I'm sorry. Today, Sara is well on her way to becoming a single mom by choice. She's emotionally, mentally prepared for the journey, and she has her solid financial plan in place. She's got some money on the side, feeling really good about it. The mindset work that she did throughout the program not only helped her make this life-changing decision, but also boosted her confidence and her self-worth in other areas of her life. That is what we live for. Okay. She feels unstoppable and knowing that she's creating a life that she truly wants on her own terms. And lastly, she added that, well, first, she told me I can say that she's pregnant as long as I just change some of her information. She's pregnant. It's early. We're going to send her all the good energy, all the baby dust, all the baby love, all the, okay. Very exciting. And she's also she said that she's talked one of her girlfriends into being a single mom by choice with her also. We won't say talked her into it because it sounds kind of bad. But one of her very best friends also, like a bunch of their girlfriends are married and have kids, or, have been married and have kids and are separated and they're co-parenting and all these things. And it was her and her one really good girlfriend who both of them were the only single ones. And she was like, I'm doing it, girl, I'm doing this. Do you want to? Kind of, And yeah, so she signed up for the Single Mom Mindset program also. And together they're deciding to, I mean, Sarah's already well on her way. And her girlfriend is also on her way to doing it. She's doing the program now, but she's like 95% in. She's doing it too, which I think is like the coolest thing ever. Okay, because you always see, you see so many stories of, oh, like sisters or twins, they got pregnant around the same time. That's so cool. And their husbands' names are both Ben. Like, oh, that's amazing. They look identical too, or they're twins too, or whatever. Or like, oh, you know, my sister and I both have babies at the same time or same month. And oh, these two girlfriends, they both got married at the same time or same month or whatever. All these things. When have you ever heard about two girlfriends becoming single moms by choice together? Like, what? Two empowered mamas that are just rooting for each other, that are gonna completely understand each other. Hello. Just to be there, to be like, bitch, we got this. You got it. And when things are tough, they get you, okay? Incredible. I love it. It's one of my favorite stories ever. It makes me emotional when I hear from her, little updates, little things. I get emotional when I hear from most of the people inside of Single Mom Mindset, even Empowered Mom Mindset. One-to-one clients that I've had that just give me updates, little DMs of whatever, a quick little email just to update me. If you're one of them and I haven't heard from you in a while, shoot me a DM, tell me how you're doing, how are things going. And even if you've decided that it's not the right path for you, I respect that and I love that and I encourage that as well. I'm truly just team do you, team girl empowerment, rooting for each other, following your heart, whatever that looks like. So yeah, I'm rooting for you no matter where you're at in your journey. And I'm excited to just be like a small little part of it, truly. But yeah, I'm excited and I'm just happy for all the mamas inside of Single Mom Mindset, Empowered Mom Mindset. All the good programs and all these things that I have available are going to be linked below. If you're thinking about it, stop thinking about it. Stop waiting. Stop worrying. When you're going to find so much more clarity, you're going to find so much more calmness and so much more certainty within yourself inside of the program. I help you, I provide you with the tools to really decipher what you're feeling and figure it out. And we work on the tangible stuff too, like the planning and the preparation and the realities of it too. But it's also getting, I think, again, like so many of us struggled with the ideas and the judgments or the perceived judgments or all of that, you know? So yeah, I mean, I hope you liked this. I have quite a few of these that we could go through if you would like to. Again, if you have completed Single Mom Mindset and you would like me to share your story also, please DM, comment if you're up for being out in the open, whatever. Yeah, shoot me an email, whatever it is. You can send me a message directly on Teachable also. But yeah, I'm excited. If you guys want to see more of these, let me know. If you have any specific questions, tell me how I can help you. I just want to be here to root you on. And yeah, have a wonderful week. I'm sending love to you. Bye.